South Africa is debating government plans to introduce a new carbon tax. The new policy is meant to cut emissions, but both businesses and critics warn it may hurt the economy. Angelo Coppola has a story.
Eskom's flagship Medupi power plant, when complete, will be the world's biggest coal-powered power station, but also a major contributor to greenhouse gases. It's an investment badly needed to reduce energy shortages and drive economic growth. Under the proposed new law, taxes raised from emissions from plants like Medupi could also be passed on to consumers. It's an issue that's raising concerns with business leaders.
It's a cost on business. It's potentially an effort by a government that's increasingly desperate for revenues to cover its budget deficit, to extract more revenues from the productive side of the economy and inject them into the consumption side of the economy.
SACLI is concerned about the relevance of carbon tax to the South African economy at this stage, both in terms of our development as well as in terms of the performance of our economy right now.
While business groups and think tanks question the introduction of the tax, there is an international imperative as it positions the country as part of the low-carbon economy.
Carbon tax is one of the building blocks that we need in order to move the country towards the low-carbon economy. So it's just one of the tools. It's one of the tools that government feels comfortable because it will bring extra revenue into the coffer, also extra revenue to do other things. And that is what's very innovative.
The move to join the international low-carbon economy is not welcome by all, though. Some groups believe that it should be delayed until the country is growing at more than 5% a year.
Carbon taxes are something that countries can afford as a luxury once they've reached a level of socio-economic development that far exceeds that's true of South Africa today.
South Africa is the world's 42nd heaviest polluter on a per capita rate of 8.8 metric tons a year. On the other hand, the country is languishing behind its developing world trading partners in terms of economic growth. It's been argued that this mismatch can't be resolved by imposing a carbon tax, but the government has to honor its international commitments. This means that companies can begin planning for the inevitable and consumers can begin planning to dig deeper into those pockets to pay for goods and services. I'm Angelo Coppola for CCTV in Johannesburg.